if you build a product in isolation and nobody heard it, did you really build the product? This is one more episode of Office Hours where me, John V. the Magnificent, gets to review a little bit of your pitch decks. I give some feedback, hopefully you can improve some stuff, angel investors will fall in love with you and dang, you make tons of money. Let's go to the pitch deck. So the Hackphoenix is a company that sent us the pitch deck, and it's a pitch deck slash business plan. First, out of the box reaction, because it's the first time I'm seeing the pitch decks. When you send a pitch deck to the investors, to any investors, you need to make it extremely easy to read. Like, you need to make it like stupid. If you could put videos, don't put videos. If you could put images all over the place and with nice colors, ponies and rainbows, you should do that. Maybe not. What I'm trying to say is that no text. You should not have a lot of text. So this is like a business plan slash pitch deck. Silicon Valley based company, innovative, yes. You shouldn't have a lot of text. This is exactly the reason, because I am not going to read all of this. When you have a lot of text, what I really read, and I will be highlighting everything I am reading, so you see, is a Silicon Valley based security company, awesome. Yes, this seems like an email that you send to a potential investor to hype them up, and it should be 1/8 of this, 1/8 of this size, should be way smaller. I'm seeing though that you highlight the expenses. Surprisingly, angel investors, they don't really care about expenses at this moment. They want you to get money, spend money and kick ass. They don't want you to be talking about expenses and spending $2,000 per year. But we'll talk about it a little bit later. About the company. So the first, and I've said this a lot of times, what I really want to see as the first slide is the problem. What is the problem that you're trying to solve? I don't care about the company. Like, what is the problem right now? So I'll skip, and obviously I know that it's a little bit of an asshole move, but what I want to see is the problem. So I'll keep reading until I find the problem. Advisors, don't care about advisors. The problem, even though there are hundreds of security offered, okay, on top of that, the security, a few days, and they go, okay, perfect. This could have been an amazing slide. This is the right amount of text, you put a nice image, and you have a perfect slide, very good slide. Solution, monthly. I would like to see a little bit more information. What do you mean community tools? Some examples. I would definitely, if this was a slide, it would be a good start. It's not a great slide, it's definitely a good start. As a plain text, it won't cut it. But we're getting there, there is progress. Yes, actually this is a very good market, trying to target the small businesses and startups. The only issue that there is that startups that don't have money. Especially in the beginning, it's very difficult to convince them like, hey, you need cybersecurity. It's extremely difficult. And when I was at Splunk, the team that they had to do the cybersecurity, yeah, they could never sell that easily to small startups. And you know, Silicon Valley small startups is anybody that has raised more than 10 million. So it is an okay market, but it seems like a little bit smaller and very tough. Market and sales, marketing plan. Yeah, this should never, like you should never, yeah, I don't care that you handed business cards, like, okay, makes sense, but yes, this is not a marketing plan. And I don't want to sound tough because this is exactly the same things I was doing in the past. When you have to talk about marketing, you have to talk about marketing. Like, and usually comes with spending money. Meaning, if I spend $1,000, I will be able to get 5 customers, and in 2 years, these people will give me 1,100. So there is a business plan, there is an idea. The faster you do it and the more money you make, the better. But this seems like pretty standard thing that every single startup would do. These are the default things. You should go to events, you should hang out, you should hand out business cards, you should do blog posts, but a marketing plan has something a little bit more, and you need a marketing person. And this goes to all startups. If you build a product in isolation and nobody heard it, did you really build a product? What did they put in this coffee? Like, seriously. Competitors, current alternatives, and number and securities, both in the state of California and globally. But what is the traditional security testing? And I'm asking, like, because I have no idea. I have no idea about cybersecurity. I'm a Splunker, a disgraced Splunker. I have no idea about security. The main product of Splunk is cybersecurity. But what is the traditional security testing? No idea. And as an investor, I would like to see that. I don't know. So I don't think this is right. First of all, it's not always good trying to put down your competitors, even though I love it. I love putting down the competitors, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't do it. You should name some competitors, like, is it... no idea. As I said, I have no idea. Is it Norton Antivirus? Is it Avast? I don't know. I just learned about these two companies like a couple of days ago because a friend of mine works there. So I decided to name drop them. But you should name your competitors so I can review them. You should also say how expensive their products are, how much money they make, so I can figure out if I invest to this guy, there's a huge opportunity. I think everybody has professional engineers that review their results. Like, it's very difficult not to have professional engineers. HackFriends is not targeting the first mover advantage, but instead for a market share. Makes sense. You're not going for after the big guys, you're going for the smaller guys. Makes sense. And I like it. I like focusing on a smaller niche. Do you have any patents? Do you have some data? I would love to see some reports. I love seeing cybersecurity reports. I don't understand a thing what they say, but I love, with all these colors saying red alert and wow, you have to fix that, hackers, intruders. I love it, all this stuff. Location of facilities currently operates online, making, nah, you don't need to put that. It's okay. Technology, we use Wave Apps as our accounting solution. What? We use Wave Apps? Why would I care? I don't care for your accounting solution. You are a cybersecurity kick-ass company. Like 007 hires you to go and figure out what the hell is happening in the companies that he's trying to hack and get all the data. Q is working for you. I think Q died in one James Bond, whatever. Let's see if you put also the HR. Even worse, G Suite is used for email communication. No. When we say, and then Stripe, when we say about technology, we're saying if it's something extraordinary, we are utilizing Kafka, Python, Erlang, Elixir to scale to billion of requests and do X, Y, Z because it's cost effective or nobody else has or something. These are like, you should flex. Technology is where you flex. You are a kick-ass engineer and you should flex. This is the technology that people are trying to replicate, but they cannot. Key metrics. Our focus now is the basic key metrics. Monthly revenue, nice. Software subscription costs, I don't understand. The costs, probably we'll see it a little bit later. Financing, use of finance. No, what is the software subscription cost? Like your costs or the customer costs? You have to highlight it a little bit. Use of funds, paid marketing, yes. And salaries for the employees. You don't need to put salaries from the employees. It is like every employee that works for your company should get a salary, you include it. The mistake that most founders do is like, I'm not gonna get a salary, I'm doing for the team, fuck it. However, our service will be offered completely remote, hence employees. So your use of funds is paid marketing campaigns. Okay, which you didn't tell us at all. How much is the customer acquisition cost? If you've done any real research, so we need to see a little bit more data here. Sources of funds. At the moment we're going through bootstrapping. I love bootstrappers. Yes. Perfect. The future, very good. I think this is the best way to build a business. You're bootstrapping, you're trying out the market, you have some revenue, you haven't disclosed here a little bit how many customers, what kind of revenue. But it's really good because you could grow, then you could go for a seed funding, or if you grow, you could just go to a PE and get acquired or get a little bit more money infusion. Perfect, perfect. I love it. I love my favorite part from the whole presentation. We're expecting to be able to process 1 subscriber per working day each month. Strange way to say this. This is a strange way. You could say we're expecting to be able to process, to not have... Why would you say this? Why would you say this? We're expecting to be able to process every single person that knocks on our door because we kick ass, right? If you have 30 subscribers per day, 30 subscribers per month, it's a pretty good for beginning. It's like very good. Expenses by month, per month do not exceed the amount of $180. Our current expenses per month do not exceed the amount of $180. We expect the numbers to rise according to the number of customers and invest in paid. What do you mean here? I don't understand. Like, the expenses including the server? I don't understand. This is a little bit confusing. And I don't care about the expenses per month. I'm making an investment to make tons of money. Surprisingly, I don't care about expenses. Too rich to care. Our revenues will be generated either from individual assessment. I generate a revenue of 4,000 to 10,000. Very good. Subscription will cost 300. Yes, this is a perfect place to do a small grid. If you can do a grid, like how much money you make per plan, so I get it super fast what's happening here. That was it. Let's see now about the company, which should be the last slide. Is an LLC company. The founder, Dimitris Palis. Yes, Dimitri has 100% ownership of the company. I love it. I was not involved in the moment, so there will be an opportunity. I love it. Company history, as unlike it sounds, the company starts a side project. The best kind of businesses started by mistake and start making money. I love it. I love it. I don't care about the name of the company. I don't care. Management team, Dimitris, founder and CEO. Advisors, my favorite place where I hate seeing on presentations. Advisors. Never have advisors in your company. Super controversial. I'll tell you in another video. The security testing business can be tough to figure out, especially blah blah blah. There's a great community, technically. For now, keeping the books, but hires external advisor before tax time. What is this? What is before tax time? Like a good accountant to business consulting. These are not traditional advisors. When we say advisors, like having McAfee on your board, even though is he dead? Dun, 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 conspiracy theory. Having on your board, on your advisor's board, and giving you some feedback. Dimitris, the company, if you are really interested in going after traditional ways of angel investment, needs a little bit of work, the pitch deck and the way the company is presented. But having said that, I love the way that you build the company. You found a niche, you start making money, you bootstrapped it, and maybe in the future you'll have some extra money, maybe from one angel, maybe from an angel group, maybe from a PE. This is a very good way to go, and I love it. Like, personally, this is my preferable way to go and start a business. Start by mistake, see that it scales, see that it makes money, and figure it out later. I hope you got some feedback. You found something interesting that will help you in the future. For you guys are watching, thank you for watching. See you next time. Subscribe, like, everything. And if you want to do the same, if you want to have your pitch deck reviewed by me, John V. the Magnificent, you know what you have to do. You don't know? Look below, there's a description. You click this very small arrow and you see there is a website where it says everything. Just follow the sign. If you cannot follow the link to go to the site, it's very difficult to do a pitch deck, right? See you next time.